I've come to the Western Australian capital of Perth, where an exciting new waterfront precinct called Elizabeth Quay is boldly coming to life. This place has transformed the central business district, created fabulous public and mixed-use spaces, attracted new investment into the local economy and reconnected the city with its famous and picturesque Swan River. It's a truly world-class and sustainable city waterfront that's supported by thousands of white-collared professionals that choose to work in the office towers located around here. Today I'm touring a stunning new premium-grade mixed-use precinct called One The Esplanade, which has been developed by Brookfield Properties, and I've come to meet Carl Shabrowski to learn more. One The Esplanade is absolutely beautiful. Why did you decide to develop here?
Well, it was an opportunity. We were looking at Elizabeth Quay from about 2012 on, when the West Australian government decided that they wanted to redevelop this whole precinct. We made an offer to the West Australian government to do the entire precinct.
Yeah, wow.
But at the end of the day, what we really wanted was the key commercial sites, and this was one of them. And Chevron had decided that that's where they wanted to see their next generation of workplace in Western Australia.
What was here before?
Basically an infill piece of land. It was, back in the day, a connection point between the city and the river, but it was all St George's Terrace, and the City of Perth and the West Australian government made a decision that they wanted to try and give the city a north-south axis and connect it to the water, which I think this is the real linchpin of that.
And I can see why. I mean, the views and the location is absolutely beautiful. And of course, Brookfield Properties has a huge footprint in Perth.
Yes.
Why is that?
It goes right back to the heritage originally of Multiplex, where Multiplex started doing business, I think 60 years ago. So Western Australia, the world's largest iron ore reserves, the largest gas output, gold, just an embarrassment of riches, I think. Brookfield really likes those resources hubs. They've got a great economic engine, and it all comes through Perth.
Yes. Carl, I particularly like the landscaping, so Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I think a lot of landscape architects would sort of say, we just get left to the last part of a project and insert landscape here. Well, they've really been part of the actual formation of the entire project.
Well, you must be very pleased with it.
Yes, I think myself and the whole team are very, very proud of the overall outcome and delighted with the level of finish and just the quality of the asset.
One The Esplanade was designed by leading international design practice Hassell, and Peter Dean led the project team. I read he designed the building from the inside out, and I've come to meet him to learn more about what he meant.
We really want to look at the users and what their needs were. So we looked at their individual space needs and how they would actually arrive, work on the site. And then we created a series of spaces, authentic experiences, what we like to call them, blurring those boundaries between inside and outside. And we actually try and engage with the waterfront, the cities behind us, the heritage tree, but also vertically upwards.
Yes.
Big lofty volumes that connects visitors, workers and people into the building.
And Peter, I love the tree. It feels like the building has been shaped around it.
So it's the old river line of the Derrable Yerrigan. And the tree, the heritage tree behind us, was that spot on the river bank. So that's a really momentous part of the heritage of Perth. So there's a lot of care taken from that. It was a challenge for the project team, but we saw that challenge as an opportunity to respond uniquely. So those sinuous lines and fluid moments really make the building quite different.
So Peter, people who love design and architecture, what features should they look at when they come into the building?
It's the quality, sophistication of the architectural form, which are really brought to life by the use and manipulation of daylight and views. So wherever you go, it's been crafted and formed to capture a vista, early morning or late afternoon sun, and then just the refinement of the detail and the quality materials. It's about purity and simplicity.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, there's a lot of heart in this project, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The smoke will rebalance your light, keeps your spirit strong.
The traditional custodians of this land are the Whadjuk Noongar people, who have lived here for more than 45,000 years. And I'm with Carol Innes and Barry Maguire, who consulted with Brookfield Properties and Chevron Australia on the development of One The Esplanade.
Whadjuk is a part of the metropolitan space, we call it now, and it's the 14 clans of our people, and Whadjuk is one of those 14.
And Barry, how did you work with Brookfield Properties on the development of this space?
We brought an understanding of cultural safety to the forefront. When we go to places, we understand that inside the environment there is a balance, so cultural safety was of a strong point of what we brought.
But also too, I think because of the location, nothing like this has been built here before. Doing something together collaboratively, respectfully, this type of project and process could inform the nation that give the opportunity and build through a really strong, powerful relationship with our people so that we can all have something to celebrate together.
That kind of inclusion is a beautiful thing of the heart, you know. Here, we're a part of it.
You're absolutely
and we can feel it. We can feel the old people. So I just know that, you know, we're all together now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
The first things I noticed when touring the interiors of this workplace is the abundance of natural light and stunning views over the Swan River. Downstairs, the precinct directly connects to all major transport links, cycling paths, walking tracks, retail and dining experiences, and the array of exciting activations that are held all year round in Elizabeth Quay. Chevron Australia is one of the world's leading integrated energy companies and the anchor tenant here. Steve Wilson has been the project manager since 2016.
Within Chevron, our focus is on people and culture. What we're really thinking about is you start with an individual and you look at how can I make this a really fantastic experience to work for Chevron.
The Chevron workplace reflects the unique heritage of the area and the identity and values of the company.
This is all about welcome. The colours that you can see represent the ochre that was traded on the site. Aboriginal people used this site previously and how Chevron are now going to use it. So really wanting to celebrate and respect that history as well. So all of these pods are themed around different ways that Chevron touched the community. Some of our environmental stewardship that has happened up on Barrow Island and something that a lot of our staff are very proud of, but probably not many people know about. What a lot of organisations are chasing is this idea around engagement. You don't want your values just to be something that you talk about, you want your values to be something that are tangible. So we want people to come in and feel like they're valued and feel like they've got something to contribute that the organisation really needs and wants.
One The Esplanade is a 29-level, 57,000 square metre premium grade transformation project that fronts the Swan River, supports the Elizabeth Quay precinct and will accommodate around 4,000 people during the working week. It's also one of Australia's most advanced sustainable buildings and is 100% leased already. Cliff Winby and Chris Palandri led the development and construction teams here. Chris, any surprises in the construction for you?
Well, the construction was fun, of course, because we started immediately before COVID came in. Then we had all the labour issues, supply issues, escalation issues and the like, but working with Brookfield Properties early on and identifying all the things that could possibly go wrong and bringing forward procurement and making sure we had everything that we could possibly have in Perth as early as we could get it into Perth was genius, basically, and that's what got the project finished on time.
And
had we not done that,
on time.
Yeah, so had we not done that, it would have been very difficult to get it on time.
And a 6-star Green Star as well, Cliff.
Yes, 6-star Green Star. Essentially, this building is right at the leading edge in terms of sustainable performance. Extremely high energy efficiency, very high water efficiency, excellent air quality. So we wanted to set the benchmark really high for this building and really push the limit in terms of where you can get to from a performance perspective.
You can really sense it the minute you walk in. The tulip tree here is very special and has quite a backstory, am I right?
We went through quite an extensive process with our architects and our landscape architects and our arborists to select the right tree species for this location. And we actually then also engaged quite heavily with our Whadjuk working group to also make sure we're picking something which is appropriate for the site. And we're very pleased with how it's come out.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a real legacy piece, so congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Brookfield Properties emerged as one of the leading developers in the world when their fresh and vibrant approach to retail transformed the New York banking district into a mixed-use precinct in the 1980s. I'm keen to understand their vision for One The Esplanade in Perth.
The approach at One The Esplanade on the retail has been collaborative. We've had a lot of input from the design team, but then also the operators themselves.
It's a beautiful space. What can people expect from the retail space?
Vision for the retail is to be the best-in-class dining precinct in WA. We have a gymnasium that is for the use of tenants within our building. There's a yoga room in there, a massage room, and the views are just incredible. I think it will be the best gym in the city. I'm really proud of the 3 public art pieces that we've got. The main statement artwork piece is called Within Without by Stuart Green and Sandra Hill. It was a collaboration between a non-Whadjuk artist and a Noongar cultural advisor.
And it does really symbolise that bringing together of cultures, which I think is such a strong focus of this whole development. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Nick Ozich oversees all the Brookfield property developments in Western Australia, and I'm keen to get his perspective on this project now that it's finished. Nick, a building like this doesn't happen with just one partner. It's not just Brookfield Properties. How many people were involved in this space?
Across the planning phases and construction, there'd be thousands of people involved in this project. I think the really pleasing thing for me is how the key stakeholders have worked together on this project to deliver what we've got today. So the site wouldn't have been available if the state government didn't have the vision to create Elizabeth Quay.
Yes.
The MRA, now called Development WA, have been instrumental in supporting us. Obviously without Chevron, the project wouldn't have proceeded. We've had a number of other tenants pre-commit to the building. We've had retail, the Whadjuk Working Group. It's really been an amazing collaboration between a number of stakeholders. And I think the most pleasing thing at the end of this is that everyone has been extremely happy, a really positive experience for all.
One The Esplanade is a premium grade transformational project that fronts the Swan River and supports the bold and capable vision of Elizabeth Quay, reuniting the community with the river and supporting more than 4,000 people in the work week. It's a wonderful metaphor for the city of Perth and how it has truly arrived as a world-class waterfront city. I can't wait to come back.
Hey.